anyway. So, what else we got here? You got any more questions?
Nope, that's it.
Nobody's falling down on the job.
Nobody's listening today.
How do you know?
You don't have any questions.
Oh, they're listening.
Oh, I know.
They're listening. What do we got
I'm
here? Spot gold up 16.90 at 9:30. Silver up 13.20, up 37 cents. As gold roars back. What do you think of that?
So
it was up all day long. It never hiccuped.
Yeah, it was up strong this morning and stayed there.
Well, you know, it's exactly what I said was going to happen. And the reason I said it is that they don't have enough power left. They don't have the physical to go into the London market and hit it early on. They're using derivatives. And there's only so far they can go with them, and then they start, selling them and taking their profit. And, of course, that doesn't last long because as the price of gold goes up, they start losing money. And so if they can come out even on these trades, they're happy. And so they've lost control again. This thing's going to go right back up to 960 here. And then we'll give a little test there, and maybe it'll go to 1,000. Who knows? It's going to get there sooner or later. It's inevitable. And you people who are out there who, every time you have several $100s to spend, buy some gold coins or silver coins or something. I mean, that's what I do. And that's what you want to do. It's great, being able to open the safe up and see those millions of dollars worth of coins sitting there. Not my safe, of course. That's your safe.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to. I know I have it here on my desk. A listener sent me a big printout, a big page article, and it showed where somebody paid $4,500 for one of these safes, and he gets uncirculated coins. And the type of coins, it's a whole newspaper page, and it was from the World Reserve.
That sounds like something that's operating out of a back room in the Bronx.
And it's got this big picture and has all these coins, and the picture shows 100 silver eagles sitting there. Well, you get one of them. You get A. A means one. You get some U.S. Buffalo nickels. I think there were 2005, 250 of them. You get a couple of $2 bills, and you get 12 presidential golden dollar coins. Not gold, golden. Big difference. And the coins totaled up to about, I think I figured it up to about $530, and the safe was worth $500. So, you talk about scams, and that's a new one. And then I mentioned it to somebody, and several people have seen that article in newspapers. So be careful out there, folks. Good day to buy.
People out there want to depart you from your money.
Yep. And also I wanted to make a comment on local dealers versus companies like myself. I've gotten calls this week on local dealers, and folks, they do things a little bit differently. They have an inventory that sits in a showcase, and they have to wait for people to come in and purchase it from them. So when Joe inherited a couple of coins from his grandmother, he wants to sell it, and he goes into the local coin store, and those people will pay $50 to $100 below spot for these coins. Then they'll turn them around and they'll sell them for $50 above spot. So profit range, they'll make a whole lot more money than what we do when we sell a 1-ounce gold coin, whether it be a Maple Leaf, Krugerrand, or Gold Eagle. They do things differently because they don't know when somebody's going to come in and buy their inventory. They don't deal from national wholesalers to where product is turned over quite quickly. So, when you're comparing someone like myself to a local coin dealer, you're comparing apples and oranges. So there is no comparison. We do things differently. We get our inventory not from people who come in. That's why when you sell coins back to us, it's usually spot plus, depending on the product and depending on the market, and that does change. So you get more when you purchase from a company like Discount Gold and Silver. And for those that do buy from local dealers, when it does come time to sell, when you call me up, prices will not be locked in. So you're not going to get treated quite the same way as people who purchase their coins from Discount Gold and Silver Trading, and from people that I don't know. So be careful. If you think you're getting a deal, probably in the long run you're not. So again, if you have any questions, give us a call at 800-375-4188.
And you know, Melody, that extends into the International Forecaster too. You know, people have subscribed and then they unsubscribe. And, you know, I'm just thinking of these people who got involved with that Kylie person. You know, had they stayed as subscribers, they would have known long ago that things weren't quite right there. And they probably would have gotten rid of their position like everybody else I talked to did. And there were over 100 people. And it's just surprising that people, knowing that this is such a prime source of information, that they would drop it. I can never figure it out. I mean, I've been told by my contemporaries that there's no newsletter in the world that even comes close, especially for the price. And yet, you know, we see people drop it every month. Although I must say, we lose about, I'd say about 10 people a month become deceased, because we tend to have an older audience. But other than that, to me, it's very disconcerting, because the product that we put out is really good, and we inform people of what to do, and, you know, along the way, whether it's to do with scam investments or selling something or alerting them to perhaps a change in the way government is going to handle retirement funds and things like that. You got to stay on top of this stuff, and we do. And when people don't renew their subscriptions, I feel hurt, because we put so much into this thing. And, you know, I know sometimes people can't afford it, and that's okay. But there are a lot that can. And I'm just thinking this one guy today that just lost $2 million. You know, had he kept his subscription, he would have known. It's just tragic.
Here's a quick question before the end of the program. It refers to Madoff. How many crooks is Madoff projecting? You don't get a hold of $170 billion without a lot of help.
Well, I figured there were 100 people involved. It was a CIA, a Mossad scam. The money went into the company, out the back door, and was wired to the Caymans and other places like that, and to Israel, Austria. But the big bulk of it went to Israel. So the U.S. Treasury and the Federal Reserve in New York knows where all that money went. And they ain't telling anybody, because there's important people involved.
800-375-4188. We're out of time. We'll be back on Friday. Wendy Wilson will be joining you tomorrow. So until then, be safe. Have a great day. God bless. Thank you, Bob.
Okay, bye-bye.